hospitality, and to our president, Dr. Linda Weber, for your gracious welcoming, not only of the idea that Black History Month belongs in all parts of America, but also to welcome the talent of Stacy J. The moment I want to take is, first of all, to applaud Lee College and its mission. I am a overly zealous supporter of community colleges, and particularly the work that many of us know that Lee College has done and continues to do. I did get a tidbit about your size and what an enormous contribution to our community. 9,000 strong and growing of students. And so for the very reason that we're in a change agents territory, I wanted to be able to compliment that the doors are open for people to learn and to know. Thank you for being a place where those who may have had a detour in life, one that would not have been respected or applauded, are now given another chance to change their lives through Lee College. Let's give them another round. I'm often with Dr. Jill Biden just a few weeks ago, and many of you know she has insisted that she continue her teaching at a community college in Virginia. But really what it does for us as members of Congress is to remind us of the important contribution that community colleges make to the whole infrastructure of education. So the very connection of Stacy J to the idea of having a tool to change your life, then doing it in Black History Month, which says that you have the courage to acknowledge that Black history is America's history, and America's history is Black history. And in every moment, the 47% Hispanic population that is here, that's America's history. And the very fact that we would try to overcome what we are being consumed with in the media, that we are against each other and not with each other, that we are divided and not united. Lee College approaches their teaching and this play, although it broadly, Michael, talks about love and how to improve, it also touches the human fabric to say that if you have made a mistake, if you went a wrong direction, here are some tools to help you love. And I want you to know that my knowledge of Stacy was, of course, knowing her mother before she passed. I would always hear of Stacy and her mother, and like to think that her mother took a liking to me. And I'm so grateful that she told you of how supportive she was of her daughter's talent. Because many times we think that if we're not on the stages of LA or the stages of Broadway or the stages of Chicago, that we are not theater or we're not art. And I want Houston and the region and Baytown to know that you have an enormous contribution to make to America's history, about our history in this Southwest region, to tell our story. And here we have a beautiful daughter of your region that is telling your story. That deserves recognition and applause. That's why I'm glad. I'm very grateful that not Bella Abzug is here, but a hat-wearing woman that looks pretty determined and wearing her red hat has come to watch this play because she saw value in it even before it was enacted, to take it around the country or around the region that she's come from, and I want to applaud you. Any way I can be of help, let me know. So as I make the presentation to Stacy J, let me tell you that how proud we are and were that Stacy J went with me to Kennedy Hall, the Kennedy Center, as one of the few plays and programs sponsored by a member of Congress, even though it is a Nations Theater. For 10 years prior to the pandemic, and that's the only reason why we had a stop, we held a Black Heritage presentation in September of Gospel Music Heritage Month. And Stacy J lit up the stage in our telling of the story. Since it was congressional, the work had to be a telling of the history of America and the history of the value of gospel music, and therefore the history of the value of many in the African American community. And Stacy was one of our many guests, maybe more than once, who took us to another level of telling that story with the lightness of her feet and the spirit of her dancers and the very love that she had for making sure that the audience felt welcome and embraced in this wonderful diaspora, this wonderful fabric of who we are in America, which is so many different people. So tonight, as you partake of this, you may not say that this is a Black history play, but it is authored by a woman of great stature of African American heritage. And as you sit, you may find how much this is a part of your life. And you may think that we have more in common than we have that makes us different. If you walk away from this play, and I have not been given this instruction by Stacy, but I believe if you walk away tonight with that mere change in your step, in your thoughts, we'll be getting closer to what the founding fathers thought they were putting together. And that is this thing called a republic, which Benjamin Franklin was asked, "What did you create, Mr. Franklin?" And he said, "A republic, if we can keep it." I'd like to modify that and say, what have you created, Mr. Franklin? I'd say a place where all people are welcome, if you can keep it. And in these very difficult times, I think it is extremely important that you ask yourself the question, can we keep what America's values really was? The unity of all of us, the democracy we stand on, and the fact that we all are created equal with certain inalienable rights of life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Believe it or not, you may come away with that finding and that feeling tonight, and it'll all be because of Stacy J. Give her a round of applause. So I would like to, at this moment, present to her the Stacy J. Harrell Black History Month VIP reception, the stage play, If You Love Me. And it goes on to recount what a distinguished woman she is, a beacon of excellence, and certainly her expertise in dance and writing, and the indelible mark that she's placed on your life tonight. And the Lee College Foundation, we thank you for extending yourself to open your doors to this play and to be able to accept the challenge of allowing other young people to likewise see their creativity through the years that they spend time here. And so on behalf of the United States Congress, I take great pride in recognizing Stacy J, as I often call her, for this great production. Your contributions and commitment to the community reflect the pride that exemplifies the spirit of excellence and the United States of America. We are a great country only because we are great people. Indeed, your efforts are most deserving of the respect, admiration, and commendation of the United States Congress, Shelia Jackson-Lee, Member of Congress, February 10th.